we have one finalist for tomorrow night's final round. It is, of course, the Maroons of Divide County after their 10-point win over Glen Ellen. We will be determining our second finalist here in about 10 minutes or so. The second game will get underway, and it'll be the Spartans of Edinburg up against the Hankinson Pirates. The Pirates fans are saying, crank it up. Jim Olson along with Greg Stein at the Bismarck Civic Center. Divide County is one of our finalists for tomorrow night's final game, and now between Edinburg and Hankinson. Greg Stein, what do you see as the keys to this game?
I think the golden key right now, everybody talks about, is Scott Galtset. Hankinson right now, I think it's going to be interesting to find out when Jason Maher comes in the ball game. He's the sixth man off the bench at around 6'3", and I got to see what kind of defense they're going to put up against Galtset, but I think they're going to match Maher up against Galtset and let him beat him around a little bit.
If you had to play against Galtset, what would you do? Because he can pop outside, he can play inside. What are you going to do?
Well, that's why I'm here in the broadcasting booth instead of out coaching on the floor, but I'm going to try to double team him as much as possible. Let him shoot from the outside, make everybody else shoot from the outside.
Okay, well, let's turn it over to our head coach and assistant coach. It's Roger Degerman and Tom Coyne.
Oh, no wonder we're 0-18, and we're coaching this ball club.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Okay, Tom, it's going to be a great game, I think. We say that so many times, but I think it's going to be entertaining. First of all, we saw Scott Galtset last night and what he can do. But on the other end, you've got a Hankinson team that doesn't know the word quit. And they're going to scratch and scrape. And talking to Bruce Stein just moments before the game, he said, no question, we're going to have to shoot well. But they think they can hang in there.
It should be interesting, too, I think, to see what kind of pace we have to this ball game. You know, the Pirates like to run, and obviously Edinburg likes to run. They average something like 85 a game. They only scored in the 50s last night, but they went out and they played Hillsborough's pace and did quite well. And I don't know. I would guess that if I were Hankinson, obviously you have to try and shut down Galtset a little bit, but I think it might be to their advantage tonight to maybe slow things up a little bit as well.
Okay, we're just about set to go. Both teams going to the bench for their final instructions. So now let's turn it over to our PA announcer for the starting lineups.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our second game of the evening. This between the Edinburg Spartans and the Hankinson Pirates. Here are the starters. At the guards for Edinburg, a 5'11" junior, number 11, Keith Goodmanson. For Hankinson, a 5'8" senior, number 10, Reggie Blado. For Edinburg, a 5'11" junior, number 35, Eric Goodmanson. For Hankinson, a 6' senior, number 25, Pat Reinke. At center for Edinburg, a 6'4" ½ senior, number 33, Scott Goldseth. For Hankinson, a 6'1" senior, number 20, Dean Lingham. At the forwards, for Edinburg, a 6'1" senior, number 13, James Johannesson. For Hankinson, a 6' senior, number 30, Jason Feedy. For Edinburg, a 6' senior, number 21, Corey Laxstall. And for Hankinson, a 6' senior, number 35, Scott Mock. The head coach for Edinburg, Bill Usensky. The head coach for Hankinson, Bruce Stein. The officials for this game, from Minot, Greg Johnson, and from Dickinson, Sam Milanovich.
Well, we're just about set to go here. Second semifinal game. You know, that first game, Tom, I must comment on that one. What a couple of outstanding basketball teams, and give credit to both squads. The statistics we saw were very even, but Divide County, well-coached ball club, as was Glen Ellen tonight, and a treat for the fans, and it was Glen Ellen losing to Divide County by 10.
I thought that was our best played game, too, incidentally, of all the games I've seen as far as both clubs are concerned.
Okay, let's take a look then as we begin action. This will be the last jump ball of the game. Scott Goldseth will go up against the Lingen. This is Keith Goodmanson with a drive and no layup there. The rebound there by Dean Lingen, and he'll start it up. Here comes our track meet. This is Jason Feedy now. Gets it down low. Dean Lingen will dish to Scott Mauck, and Mauck hits it. Scotty Mauck, who was 5 of 7 from the field last night, hits his first bucket tonight, and the Pirates take no prisoners. They lead 2-0. Gudmundsson stops from about 14, in and out. Rebound, Laxdal up and not in, and a big rebound by Dean Lingen. This is Jason Thiede. He'll start it up court. Alley-oop pass for Malk, and it's tipped out of bounds by Eric Gudmundsson that time. And the ball will remain with Hankinson.
Obviously, we're going to see a real racehorse kind of basketball game. Both clubs love to get up and down the floor. They'll play lots of man-to-man.
All right, we're seeing more of that man-to-man right now. Baseline there is Dean Lingen. This is Reggie Blado. He'll hit it from the outside. Not this one, and the rebound there by Laxdal. Johannesson takes it into the front court as the Pirates hustle back on defense. Johannesson looking inside. Of course, they want to get Scott Goldseth involved. 25 points last night. Here he goes. First shot of the game. Up and in.
Well, they have nobody that really can go up strong with him. They're just going to have to try and keep him down as much as possible. He's going to get his 20 points or so. I'll guarantee you that much.
Yusensky said he's the key to the game. This is Malk driving to the hoop, and a big block by Goldseth. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he had 4 of those in the first half last night. Already has 1 tonight.
Reinke settles things down and gets it to Blado. Into the corner now is Malk. Edinburg playing man-to-man defense right now. Dean Lingen working on Goldseth, and another block shot. Just like last night, he starts out intimidating. This is a great drive here by Gudmundsson. Eric Gudmundsson goes to the hoop, and the Spartans take the lead at 4-2.
And you see what those blocks will do for you offensively, too. They give this ball club just all kinds of confidence.
Let's see if it intimidates the Pirates as they start down court. Gudmundsson with almost a steal there, and saved there by Reinke as Dean Lingen will take it. Thiede thought about shooting. Now they go baseline. Scotty Malk shot is good. Scotty Malk is shown to have an excellent touch from the outside in this tournament.
One difference with Hankinson as opposed to Hillsborough, I think. Hillsborough, of course, the kind of a team that likes to stay patient and take the good shot. I think the Pirates will take that three-pointer if you give it to them.
They practice that shot a lot when they work out. Here's a pass into the lane, but we're going to have a blocking foul along the baseline. That will go on Pat Reinke, our first foul of the ball game.
Let's take a look at that one more time as you see the nice penetration along the baseline, and he gets caught for the blocking foul. Didn't quite have position.
Eric Gudmundsson will inbound it here to James Johannesson. He puts it up, rolls out the rim. Goldseth, big offensive board. He misses. The rebound scrambled for, and Malk comes away with it for the Pirates. Into the corner now. Reggie Blado says, I'll take it, and he hits it. Boy, this team can shoot the basketball. 50% last night, and they're not showing any signs of weakness tonight. This is Laxdal, all alone.
There, I think they just simply forgot about Laxdal. Everybody's concerned so much about Scott Goldseth. So far, I think they've done a pretty good job of shutting him down. He's got a couple of blocks, and he has 2 points, but realistically, as I said, he's going to get his points. I think more than anything, Hankinson wants to disturb the flow.
Well, there's Edinburg, though, showing you a great example of what they can do after a made bucket. They can get it down the court in a hurry. The Pirates had a few problems there in the backcourt, but now they control. Just underway, we're tied at 6, our second semifinal, the game of the night, to see who meets Divide County in the state championship. Malk with the head fake, puts it up. Little short rebound by Dean Lingen, but we're going to have a foul underneath. And this one's going to go on Dean Lingen. That's his first foul, and with the score tied at 6, 4.5 minutes to go, let's take a timeout from the Bismarck Civic Center. Okay, Edinburg breaks huddle there. Bill Yusensky with some instructions for his club, and a great crowd on hand tonight.
Packed house as usual. 7450, I guess, is what they put in here.
Nothing like the Class B tournament in North Dakota. And here come the Spartans. With 4.5 minutes go in the opening quarter, we're tied at 6. Keith Gudmundsson now will get it into the corner to Johannesson. Inside to Goldseth. Tough baseline shot. Oh, he gets it.
Boy, that's a tough shot to make. They did about as good a job defensively as you could ask for, and he still got the high arcer in the bucket.
Here is Hankinson breaking the press, but a trap there applied. But Reinke will now settle things down. Pirates there, they get a shot here about 15 feet, and it's good from Jason Thiede. His first 2 points of the game. He did not score last night.
They get such good perimeter shooting from 7, 8 kids, and that's the one thing that makes this club dangerous. Then you get the walking violation on Laxdal.
They did make the mistake, but there's another example. Edinburg, you cannot rest after a made bucket. They get it right down that court. Thiede, little indecision here in the backcourt as their Spartans are going with a trap here, but Mauk will break it. 3-on-2. He'll stop at about 12 feet. Takes the shot as short. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up again, and it's in. Scotty Mauk quickly with 6 points in this one. And his Pirates have a 10-8 lead over Edinburg.
And I continue to be amazed at how well Hankinson rebounds for a club that has nobody over 6'1".
Spartans set up shop now. They'll try to get their offense going. This is Goldseth along the baseline. Long shot, too strong. The rebound fought for, and Goldseth will take control. He's playing out high now. He did hit a couple of 3-pointers in the regional. Here's Corey Laxdal. Turnaround shot, no good. And Jason Thiede clears it ahead to Blado. He'll go to the hoop, and he'll get the layup. Reggie Blado with 4 points, and Hankinson leads by 4.
This is just the kind of game Hankinson loves to play. Nobody gives them a chance, but they just run you off the floor.
Edinburg driving the baseline. We'll get a blocking call on Scotty Mauk, and I think the replay will show us that that was a pretty good call, Tom.
Yeah, no question. He definitely did not have position. You can see it there. He caught him on the side, but he wasn't in position.
Sam Milanovic and Dickinson right there to make the call, along with Greg Johnson and Minot, our 2 officials for tonight's game. Spartans inbounded here. Scotty Goldseth, baseline jumper, in and out. Rebound, Reggie Blado, the little guy, gets the board, and he'll start it up court. Mauk baseline. He's not afraid to shoot. This one a little strong, and Goldseth will clear the board. He had 13 rebounds last night. Laxdal had a very good game too. Last night he was 5 of 7 from the field with 13 points. Now this is Goldseth. He'll start to drive the baseline, pull up and hit the shot.
He's got that nice soft touch. He already has 6 points, but again, I think they're doing a good job defensively. They're making him at least shoot the shot from about 10 feet, and they're not giving him the easy layup.
Well, on the other end, there's an easy layup. Dean Lingen gets on the scoreboard. He had a big night last night with 12 points, 9 rebounds, and he's finally into the scoring column for the Pirates as they lead it by 4. Johannesson back on top. Keith Gudmundsson trying for 3, and he gets it. Keith Gudmundsson hit one last night, although overall he only had 7 points and 2 of 9 from the field. He hopes to shoot much better tonight, of course.
Yeah, as far as the Spartans are concerned, I think they definitely can use that outside shooting to loosen things up for Goldseth.
This is Blado. He'll shoot. Rebound, Jason Thiede. He'll put it up, and no good. Rebound there. Blado off the glass, no good. Rebound will go, stay in bounds. Good hustle there by Jason Thiede to keep that one alive.
That's just a typical Hankinson play. We've seen that kind of play from them all year.
You can assume nothing on the rebounds, but a block by Goldseth, but they're going to call the foul. Scott Goldseth picks up his first foul tonight, Tom.
Let's take a look at it here. You can see he went up strong, made the nice block, but this time he got the body along with it.
Boy, that's got to be an intimidating sight when you go over that ball and you've got Scott Goldseth staring right at you.
But I like this Hankinson club. They go right at you.
Dean Lingen last night 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 for 1 tonight. And of course he had the big one we talked about at the regional over Page to send his team to the state tournament. Here they are in the semifinals, leading by 3 points. 16-13, Hankinson on top here. Keith Gudmundsson will set things up here. The Pirates really hustling on defense. Goldseth wants the ball, but good team defense there. And it's scrambled forward, but a foul is going to be called on Jason Thiede.
Pirates did a real good job of fronting Goldseth on that one, and they denied him the basketball. I know, again, as you see, Goldseth has that reach on him, and I would guess if I was Edinburg, I would try to get that ball up a little bit higher.
Eric Gudmundsson will control things. He had just 2 points last night, 1 of 5 from the field. Now he'll look to Goldseth. Goldseth, oh, what a touch he has. He has 8 points already as we approach the final minute here of our opening quarter. 16-15, Hankinson on top. Edinburg has gone into his own defense now, Tom.
Yeah, they're in that 2-3, and I think, well, there we get the violation.
Yeah, it's a traveling call as Blado went to the hoop that time, and now with 45 seconds to go, Edinburg has a chance to take the lead as we head into the second quarter.
I think late in the period, it's not so strange to see them go into a 2-3 like that. It gives them a chance to maybe take a little bit of a break defensively, and it also forces the Pirates to hit the 15-footer.
Well, Gudmundsson will get it to cousin Eric out there, maybe contemplating that three-pointer. Lob pass inside Goldseth. Nice pass and bucket there. Goldseth with 10 points in the quarter, and we're down to half a minute as you see it on your scoreboard there.
That's just what I was talking about, Raj. Getting that ball up a little bit higher. They ain't going to touch that ball, I'll tell you. You get the ball inside to Goldseth. That
takes a nice touch to get the ball inside like that, and got to give a credit to a nice assist on that one. Down to 10 seconds now. Hankinson will work for a good shot, they hope. Inside, turnaround is blocked by Goldseth. Lingen will try it again, this time too strong. Rebound to Laxdal, and a foul is going to be called. Apparently, Laxdal pushed off to get the rebound, or maybe not. Yes, he did, I believe, Tom. That's what the foul is going to be called.
Foul does occur on Laxdal. That is his second now.
Okay, 2 seconds to go. Let's see what they can do. Trying to get one shot. Tough shot for Thede. He hits it. Hankinson leads it 18-17 after a quarter. We've got a good one. Stay tuned for the second quarter. Okay, underway in the second quarter. Hankinson has possession. They shot 47% in the opening 8 minutes, while the Spartans were 8 of 16 for 50%, 8 of 17 for the Hankinson Pirates.
But I think the key factor, 11-7, Hankinson out-rebounding this Edinburg club.
Well, here comes the fast break, and the ball controlled finally by Johannesson. Yes, that rebound stat, a very important one. A scrappy Pirates defense making the difference so far on those boards. Gudmundsson looking for Goldseth along the baseline. Double team, he throws it away.
Good defense there. Again, they double team him and they get over.
Scott Malk decides to give it to Reinke. Reinke fadeaway. Tough shot off the glass. Really out of control on that one. Here comes Goldseth. He's not afraid to start the fast break, but a steal from behind by Reggie Blado.
Great quickness by Blado as he just took it right away from him. That's Hankinson's forte.
Well, now Lingen with a little fadeaway. That's what you got to shoot against him, and he hits it. Dean Lingen now with 6 points, and that's what you got to do against Goldseth. You can't go right up at the man.
And the Pirate faithful love every minute of this. Hankinson by 3 now.
Johannesson into the corner. Keith Gudmundsson will pull up from about 15. He'll try it. No good. Rebound, Scott Malk. Malk heads up court. Bounce pass out of control. And what are we going to have here? An offensive foul. So Keith Gudmundsson may be hurt on the play, too. He really set himself up nicely on the defensive end to draw the charge on Scott Malk.
Here it is. Gudmundsson takes the charge nicely as he definitely had position, but boy, did he pay a price for it. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I think he may have gotten the wind knocked out of him for a little bit. And that's his second foul for Scott Malk, though, as Keith Gudmundsson will go to the line. They are in the bonus now, trailing by 3 points. And you talk about a well-played first quarter, only one turnover aside. So even though they play at breakneck speed, there's not a lot of mistakes being made.
That's the most impressive part about it, at the pace they're going.
Gudmundsson hits his free throw. Last night, 2 of 5 from the line. Tonight, 1 for 1. As his team trails by 2 in what has been a very entertaining semifinal contest.
They need some production from him, as you mentioned. He had kind of a cold night last night. Only had 6 points and averages 15.
Well, some substitution now for Hankinson as they've gotten Terry Wilm into the game. And they'll throw it away. That was Thede throwing it away. Chad Lingen also checks in at this point. Lots of new faces for the Pirates. Wilm is in there. Jason Marr is also checked in. And what a game Wilm had last night. 5 for 5 from the field, including 2 3-pointers. He had 12 points. So they don't lose a lot when they go to that bench.
Well, again, this is not surprising. They go with 8, 9 kids.
Gudmundsson trying for 3. Too strong. Rebound to Chad Lingen. Cousin of Dean gets it into the baseline now. Is this Wilm driving? There's too much traffic. There's Wilm. Terry Wilm now 6 for 6 from the field in this tournament. I thought he was going to be cold coming off the bench.
He did the same thing last night. Comes right in and starts producing.
Oh, good hustle there by Lingen. And, you know, I don't want to say we're over-talking it because this team really does hustle on defense. Now, Corey Johnson checks in for Keith Gudmundsson as the Pirates trail by 3. They've got their hands full tonight. This is Goldseth, though. He's the man that can score it. Will.
That is just a beautiful shot. You're not going to stop that. I don't care who you are.
He's already got 12 points. This is Lingen from the baseline. Too strong. Jason Marr with a rebound. He'll go to the hoop and score.
And here we go again. They've already got scoring from 7 different kids.
It is really unbelievable. You talk about the team concept. You see it on Hankinson, that's for sure. Edinburg also doing a nice job. Every player knows their role on that squad. Trap being applied, almost a steal by Wilm, but he's going to commit the foul, his first of the game, and going to the line will be Eric Gudmundsson.
Can't fault him for that, though. That was, again, a lot of hustle. He just got caught off balance. Watch as Wilm reaches in here, got caught off balance, and is tagged with a foul.
Well, talking to Bruce Stein before the game, he said, if we do lose tonight, it won't be for lack of effort. That's for sure. They leave nothing out on the court. Gudmundsson hits his free throw.
He's a 72% free thrower, too, Rod, so he's a good one.
He's already got 3 points tonight. Last night he was pretty quiet. 1 of 5 from the field, settled for 2 points. His club trails only by a point now to the Pirates, who inbound with 5:26 to go here in the half. Chad Lingen will set things up against the Spartan zone defense now. You heard Bruce Stein perhaps in the background. He wants the 2-3 offense. I don't know what that was, but Chad Lingen hits a bucket and another player enters the scoring column for Hankinson.
Hankinson just seems to have an answer for everything, even against the zone defense. I think that Edinburg figured that maybe that would slow the pace up and it would get them out of their tempo, but they continue to make the 15-footers.
I'll tell you, it's a little bit of a volleyball match going on there. There's the... Oh, Scott Goldseth. There's not many words that we can use to describe him that haven't already been said about the guy.
Well, still about 5 minutes left in the half. He's already got 14 points, but they got to get some production from some other people tonight.
That's right. He's got over half their points, 14 of 25. Thede, baseline jumper, way too strong, and a foul is going to be called on Terry Wilm, his second. And with 4:35 to go in the half, and Edinburg trailing Hankinson by a point, let's take a timeout here from the Civic Center. Well, it's 26-25 Hankinson. I'll tell you, I'm sweating over here, Tom, watching these guys go at it.
It's been a fun game, and I think the thing that I've been most impressed with is Hankinson's ability to adjust. You know, we talk about their kind of ragtag style of play, but don't let that fool you. They have played well offensively against the zone defense. They've played well against the man-to-man, and they've run pretty well with this Edinburg club.
Well, you saw the semi-wave being started here at the Civic Center. Another great crowd turning out to see this one. As going to the line is Corey Johnson. He hits his first point of the night. He had 4 points last night coming off the bench. And you see how important Scott Goldseth is to this team. The squad has 26 points, and he has 14 of them.
Uh-oh, that could be on Goldseth reaching in. Let's see who they call it on. He was there, I think, along with another one of the Spartans, but maybe it went on Laxdal?
It looks like it's going to go on Corey Laxdal. That will be his second personal foul, so that's good news for Spartans fans because that means Scott Goldseth still only has 1. They don't want Laxdal out of there either. He had a great game last night in a roll position. Well, this is Lingen now. We're in a tie basketball game here in the second quarter. Wilm from three-point range, short on the shot. Goldseth, it could be showtime. Look out. He goes for this easy layup. He's got 16 now. 6 in this quarter, and Edinburg has stormed ahead here by a bucket. That seemed to bring some life into the squad, and Terry Wilm turns it over. Reggie Blado will check in for him at this point, and you feel the momentum shifting a little bit here.
The more I see of the Scott Goldseth, the more impressed I am. I think the guy will be just an outstanding guard in college. He's about the perfect size for it for Division I, and what a leaper and what quickness, too.
His phone will be ringing off the hook, I'm sure. We've got a foul going to be called here on Hankinson. I don't know which fellow will get tagged with it. Jason Marr is taking a look there, and he will indeed be charged with a personal foul, his first of the game.
Jason Marr.
There's a good look at a definite candidate for Mr. Basketball in North Dakota. He puts that one in. A good free throw shooter, too, at about 79% on the year.
Yeah, he's only got 17 points here.
Pretty quiet first half, I guess. We were talking to a number of Edinburg fans last night, too, after the game, and they said, well, you should see him when he's shooting well.
I know Hankinson doesn't want to see that.
Yeah. Pirates fans a little concerned now. Their team down by 4. There's a steal by Corey Laxdal, but he loses his balance and goes out of bounds. Inbounding the ball there will be Jason Thiede. This is Chad Lingen. Lingen baseline to Blato. Spartans chasing on defense, and Johannesson is going to get called for the reaching in foul.
I think the Spartans are finding this zone defense more to their liking, though, simply because the Pirates are not able to run quite as much.
Seems to be some confusion there. Tom, what was that explanation all about? I'm not even sure. We're both looking puzzled here. No basket. At first they said the basket had counted, and now they're saying no basket. Here's Chad Lingen along the baseline. He puts it up and in. Nice move for Chad Lingen, and he has 4 points. Edinburg on top by 2. Keith Gudmundsson being pressured, and he throws it out of bounds.
And there was that double teaming paying off again for Hankinson. They bother you right around the midcourt line, and they cause an awful lot of turnovers.
Well, the guard play of Edinburgh is going to be very important because this Hankinson team makes you work for getting it into Goldseth.
And now you see the Spartans have come back into the man-to-man. They're
just trying to confuse them, it appears.
Yeah, they're shifting back and forth here.
Short on the shot, and there it is. Goldseth picking up the loose ball. What a pass down to Gudmundsson, back to Goldseth, and he'll go to the line. How about that, Tom?
Poetry in motion there. I don't know if we have another look at that one, but here it is. Goldseth does so much, so well. First off, look at the pass. Nice outlet pass. Then he goes, fills the lane, rolls it on home, and draws the foul besides.
And we can't ignore the play of Keith Gudmundsson on that one either, knowing that he had Goldseth steaming down the lane. A big, big night for Scotty Goldseth. He already has 21 points on the night. 2:50 to go. Edinburgh has opened up a 5-point lead. And now Edinburgh has gone back into the zone defense. Turnaround shot for Lingen, no good. Fast break started by Goldseth. Laxdal will stop. He will try to hit it. A little strong. The rebound, Jason Marr.
Again, a fine job by Goldseth, though, to get the outlet pass. And actually, they had Keith Gudmundsson open.
Lingen up in traffic. They wanted a foul, and now we're going to get one on James Johannesson. Johannesson doesn't like the call. That was kind of a strange-looking play.
Johannesson got caught reaching in there. His play got very aggressive underneath. Here it is again as you get a better look at it. There's Johannesson right underneath there, grabs the ball. And I have to be honest with you, I didn't see him commit the foul, but it was called on him, and that is his second.
Well, Reggie Blato said he wanted to redeem himself from the line tonight, 3 of 6 last night, but he did miss a couple of front ends of the one-on-one. And he vowed tonight to make sure he converted the free one.
He shoots 84%, so he is a good one.
He's got 6 points now, and his Hankinson club has pulled it back within 3. And a substitution now for Hankinson. Brent Gable will check into the game.
They have already used 9 players, Raj, so there's an idea of what kind of depth this Hankinson club has.
And conversely, Edinburgh has gone with 6 players. Corey Johnson has come off the bench, but that's been about it. Rebound there by Eric Gudmundsson on the offensive end, and Blato will clear it for the Pirates. 2 minutes to go. You see it in the screen there. Blato for 3 is short. Rebound, Goldseth. They've got a 3 on nobody. Gudmundsson will take the layup.
Hankinson has got to get somebody back on defense. They're so concerned about Goldseth that now they're giving him a couple of cheapies as well, and he starts that offense so well with the outlet pass.
Eric Gudmundsson getting cranked up too. He bats the shot out of bounds. And now, for the first time in the tournament, Hankinson will use Troy Boomersbach. He is a junior, 5 feet 10 inches tall. He'll try to get into the offense here. He'll touch it right away. Gets it over to Gable. Lots of new faces on this Hankinson team. Mouth now back in. He'll try along the baseline. His shot no good. And the rebound by Johannesson. He'll start it up court. Pass to Keith Gudmundsson. Drives the baseline. Offensive foul.
Nice defense there. Nice defense by Chad Lingen. As we've said many times, Hankinson likes to get dirty here. There he is. He gets along the baseline. Yeah, and they get their hands dirty, and I'll tell you what, they takes the charge beautifully.
He took a couple of those last night, too, and they were arguing about skinned knees, but he said, I'm definitely got the sorest ribs. Lingen drives a baseline. Tough shot, blocked by Goldseth. Now he'll start the fast break. He might go for showtime. He lays it up and in. If it was the NBA, it might count, but let's see if it does here.
Oh,
yes, it does.
They count it. Wow.
And Bruce Stein doesn't like the call that the bucket counts. But credit Scott Goldseth for making that play possible.
Let's see when the foul occurs here. No question he put it in the hoop, but he caught him just as he was going up. That was a real tough call. I think that one could have gone either way.
You bet it could have. Scott Goldseth. Oh, what a player. I'm running out of room on my score sheet already, Tom.
And it's only the first half.
1:18 to go. First half, Edinburg. The Spartans have sparked to an 8-point lead. Hankinson shooting is falling off, too, and that's going to hurt him. And there's a kick out of bounds. And we talked about Hankinson. One of their keys tonight, they would have to shoot very well. And once they cool off, you see what Mr. Goldseth can do to you.
I think that zone defense has worked well. It's forced them to take the outside shot, and they can't run quite as much. And conversely, the Spartans can run because Goldseth gets that outlet pass going. He's already got 24 points.
Well, we talk about the hustle of Hankinson, but what about this Edinburg club? We've seen Laxdal go flying out of bounds a couple of times already tonight. He knows how to play some defense, too.
There's Troy Boomersbach taking a break. We're down to the final minute.
Edinburg with an 8-point lead, and Hankinson really needs a bucket to get back into the flow of this one. Gable gives it back to Lingen. Lingen will drive, dish along the baseline. Malk's shot will fall.
Nice penetration there, yeah, nice penetration.
Half a minute to go in our opening half. Gudmundsson gets it to Johansson. Looks like they're going to set up for one shot here. They'll get inside to Goldseth. Why do you need one shot when you've got Mr. Goldseth? What a night. What a player.
We asked Bruce Stein what his game plan was. He said, pray a lot.
Yeah. Well, time to go to the chapel, I guess, because he is really taking control. 40-32. 5 seconds left in the half. They can't even get a shot off. Finally, a desperation attempt by Blado, and that's the end of the first half. Edinburg with a strong second quarter. They lead it 40-32 over the Hankinson Pirates.
The crowd has plenty to get into today, including this excellent basketball game that we've been watching. I'm Jim Olson along with Greg Stein. And Greg, at halftime, we have some statistics that are pretty amazing.
That's right. Talking to the Edinburg fans last night after the game, Scott Goldseth didn't have a good night, but now he's shooting 73% from the field, 11-15. From the free throw line, 100%. But as a team, 15-28 for 54%, while Hankinson down compared to last night, 14-36 for 39%.
I think they really need to pick that up in the second half if they're going to win this game.
That's right. They're shooting well at the free throw line, though. Yep. Both teams are 90% for Edinburg. The Spartans are 9-10, while the Pirates are 4 for 4, 100%. Rebounds about even, though, but it's surprising 2 rebound edge for the Pirates.
Yeah.
Turnovers, 5 for Edinburg and 3 for the Pirates.
A good low number in the turnover department. Look at the individual scoring. Scott Mock has 8, 6 for Blado and 6 for Lingen. And check out Scott Goldseth, 26 points in the first half. Keith Gudmundsson has 7. Just outstanding play by Mr. Goldseth, who was a definite Mr. Basketball candidate.
We talked about it earlier. You asked me, how can you stop Scott Goldseth? Well, what's your opinion of?
You can't. I don't know what you can do, because he can get the ball outside. He can hit that 15-footer. He can go inside. I thought we were going to see a stuff out of him in that first half. We may see that before it's all over, too.
Yeah, that one, he went up above the rim about 5 to 6 inches easily.
Just let it roll in. Well, we got a second half of action coming up, so don't go away. That second half is coming up in just a moment. It was Divide County beating Glen Ellyn 73-63. Here at the half of this second game, it's Edinburg leading. Now, this is their first trip to the state tournament, and here they are on the verge of moving on to the championship game. Edinburg leads Hankinson 40-32. For the Pirates, it's only their second time here at the state tournament, but Tom Coyne and Roger Degerman, I don't think either of these teams is feeling too jittery right at the moment.
Oh, not at all. And you talk about a Scott Goldseth. That's all you've heard about in this tournament. And if you think we're overplaying this thing, we did some checking at halftime with some numbers, Tom, and they're amazing.
Well, let me throw this at you. In the first half, here's what I had for Scott Goldseth. In addition to 26 points in a half, he had 9 rebounds. I had him for 4 block shots. He's now shooting 63% in the tournament, 22 of 35. That's from the field. 7 of 8 from the line. That's 88%. So in a game and a half, he's got 51 points, 22 rebounds, and what, 9 block shots?
Well, I'll tell you what, that just stuns me. 11 for 15 in this game. And you said he was shooting 63% from the field in this tournament. That's amazing, but Tommy's below average. He's shooting 66% from the field during the regular season.
And I guess the thing that really amazes me is, I don't know about you, but I thought in the game and a half I've seen of him, it has been a very unselfish performance.
Oh, no question. He'll dish the ball off on the fast break. He's not afraid to get the ball up the court. And we talked to Ed Byer this morning, the Hillsborough coach. Now, here's a guy that knows basketball. He's been coaching 28 years, and we asked him about Goldseth, and he says he intimidated our kids. I think he's probably the best Class B basketball player I have ever seen, and that's a mouthful.
I don't think you can get a better compliment.
That's for sure. Well, Edinburg throws it away on their first possession, and here's a layup try, and no good there for Jason Thede. And here come the Spartans. Gudmundsson will try the left-handed hook, and it won't go, and we'll have a foul on Jason Marr, maybe?
Yeah, I believe it does go on Marr. Yep, it is on Marr.
Number 55.
There's a good look at it as he goes to the left hand, and Marr tries to go up. He was just simply beaten on the play.
Yeah, not a lot of contact there, but foul nonetheless. As Eric Gudmundsson goes to the line, gets the nice roll. He now has 5 points. Bruce Stein must be thinking, what can we do? What can we do?
Well, I wouldn't say Hankinson is out of this ball game by any stretch of the imagination. They've just got to come out and shoot well. That is the key. I would guess they're going to have to put up some three-pointers, and they're just going to have to quicken that pace.
There you see the situation. 10-point lead. Goldseth almost makes the steal, and it goes out of bounds, and it will remain in Hankinson's possession. As you mentioned, Tom, a lot of basketball left, and the Pirate fans figure that this one isn't over, and they're not a team that's about to give up either. Blado looks to the baseline. This is Lingen. Dean Lingen, nothing but cotton on that one. He now has 8 points.
And that's what they have to do to loosen up that zone of the Edinburg Spartans.
Well, the only thing I think that'll keep them in this game is their ability to shoot well from the outside.
And defensively, too. I think if they can create some turnovers here, that really will take Scott Goldseth out of the offense.
Well, they're going to try and bother that backcourt of Gudmundsson, and Johansson. Sounds like a law firm, doesn't it? They throw it away that time. Eric Gudmundsson. And Hankinson will inbound the ball as they have a chance now to sneak back within 6 points.
That's what I said. That's the kind of team they are, though. They kind of lull you to sleep, and they just hustle, hustle, hustle. All of a sudden, they're back in the game.
Jason.
Boy, I hope Jason Thede is okay. He ran right into the post there.
He looked like a heavyweight boxer in about the 10th round when he went down, but he's okay now, and he'll get back on defense. Eric Gudmundsson takes a breath, gets it over to Cousin Keith. Nice behind-the-back dribble. Gets it across the timeline now. Johansson has it. Gudmundsson, he doesn't mind taking those three-pointers, but this time he'll go into Goldseth, and he is blocked by Marr. Marr says, I got all ball, but the official disagrees with it, and we'll have a foul called on Jason Marr, his third, and the substitutions are coming.
This really does hurt the Pirates because with Marr out of there, this is his third foul. As you see him going up, he got part ball, but I also think he got some of the body as well. And as I said, he now has 3 fouls, and he probably has the most beef of anybody and the most size at 6'2", they list him.
Everything Scott Goldseth, he's only got 27 now, but everything he does is pretty. Even the free throws. Watch him now. Not much doubt about it.
Now, he's now 9 for 10 from the free throw line. That's 90%.
That isn't too bad, I guess. Reinke will try to get the offense going for the Pirates. Wilm is checked in. Nice drive into the lane, and he puts it up and in. Terry Wilm with his second bucket of the game, and it was a nice one. There's a steal almost by Lingen, but here comes Keith Gudmundsson. Throws it away, Scott Mauck, and now a foul is going to be called. This one will go on Keith Gudmundsson, I believe. Yes, it will. Keith Gudmundsson picks up the foul.
Foul on number 11, Keith Gudmundsson.
That is his second.
Yeah, that's his second foul, and this is what Hankinson has to do. They have to force the action a little bit, get that scrappy defense going, create some turnovers, and hit the 15-footers. So far, they're doing it in this half.
Dean Lingen intimidated as he thought about going into the lane that time. That's got to be tough when you get the ball and you know right on your back you've got Goldseth. Wilm will inbound to Blado.
Now they've gone back into that man-to-man. You see, they have shifted throughout the entire ball game here from the zone to the man-to-man.
Wilm, I think, traveled with the basketball, and that will be the call.
And those turnovers are something that the Pirates can ill afford at this point. There isn't a whole lot of room for error with a guy like Goldseth out on the floor.
That's for sure. They played a pretty clean game in this one. Only 3 turnovers in the first half for Hankinson. They throw it away there. Nice pass to Goldseth along the baseline. He misses. And the rebound to Dean Lingen.
Boy, that's got to hurt his percentage. That's got to drop way down into the low 60s, I think, huh?
Boy, that's miserable shooting, isn't it? Maybe your Golden Gophers could take some notes from him. Here's Keith Gudmundsson on the layup. He'll get it. Maybe not. A little premature in the call, and we have a foul.
He rushed it just a little bit. Got caught inside too far and rolled it out of there, but then we get the foul.
Keith Gudmundsson will sit down. The foul goes on Johannesson, and into the game is Corey Johnson.
And I've got Johannesson for 3 fouls now as well.
The official score, I believe, listen to a second. I also have him with 3. We'll have to see what the situation is. Reinke, tough shot. No good, but we'll get the foul here on Olsen.
And there's a bucket the Pirates really could have used. Had that one dropped, they could have been within 6 and maybe 5.
On the arm was Corey Johnson that time, and he picks up his first ball of the game.
Corey Johnson is third. First.
Reinke goes to the line. And he gets his first point of the night. Did not score that first half. He had just 2 points last night, but he did make the only field goal that he tried. So he's not going to shoot it a lot. He's more of a floor general out there.
And they now have scoring from 8 different players, which again is not surprising. They just have to get a little more of it.
They're also shooting well from the line tonight, and that's helping them hang in there. They trail 44-38. Keith Gudmundsson, nice ball handling. This is Goldseth, tough shot, offensive foul.
Offensive foul, and that's a big one. That is just the second foul on Scott Goldseth, but you know the Hankinson game plan is to take it right to him and get him into some foul trouble. And this time they managed to catch him as taking the charge there beautifully with Scott Mauck.
Oh, and then his teammate fell down on him, too. Double duty for him.
What a lunch pail outfit this Hankinson club is, huh?
They sure are. Here's Mauck on the baseline. Rebound. Eric Gudmundsson ahead to Keith Gudmundsson. And he'll slow it down as Hankinson hustles back on the defensive end. Driving in the lane, Eric Gudmundsson in and out, follows up his own shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch, I think, by Dean Lingen, so it will remain with the Spartans. Boy, this has been some fun basketball in this tournament. And there is a foul going to be called. I think Scott Mauck will get tagged with that one.
Right along the baseline, and this is another problem right now is the fouls are starting to pile up, and that's something that Hankinson is going to have to stay away from.
Yeah, that's Mauck's 3rd foul, and he's so important to this team. He's already got 8 points in the ball game, and they need his outside touch. And Edinburg needs Goldseth's outside touch. He now has 30 points on the night. Can you see why he scored 51 in the game, Tom? Here's Mauck. Blado will try to work against the zone now that Edinburg has fallen back into. Almost a double dribble there by Mauck. He may have gotten away with it. Reinke looking for some help. Keith Gudmundsson showing some quick hands.
One thing I'll say for the Pirates, I don't think they have been intimidated the way Hillsborough was last night, but by the same token, it's just tough when one guy out there is scoring 30 points.
Well, Mauck has continued to be steady from the outside. They sure need his punch. He now has 10. That's what he had last night. A 6-point lead for the Spartans. Goldseth has the ball, and everybody kind of holds their breath when he does.
See, again, he's so smart, though. He doesn't take a bad shot there. He brings it back out. He's very unselfish.
He will not force the action. That ball thrown away. Last touch by Goldseth. And now we have a timeout on the floor. Edinburg leading by 6 over Hankinson. We'll be back with more in a moment. Edinburg Spartans here at the Bismarck Civic Center, and the Hankinson fans waiting for something to happen. Jim Olson, there was an injury update for us, and what do you have?
Scott Mock of the Pirates came out of the game with quite a limp, and the officials from St. Alexius looked him over, and he has a bruised knee right at the moment. He has a cold pack on it right now on the bench.
Will he return, Jim?
I think he will. He said it's just bruised, but he was really in some pain at the time.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jim, for being right on top of that situation.
They need that senior forward in there, too. He has 10 points.
Lingen with a beautiful drive around Goldseth. Dean Lingen now has 10 points. The second player to reach double figures for the Pirates, and the Spartans' lead is down to 4.
Well, don't expect this Hankinson club to fold. I'll tell you what. I listened a little bit there to Coach Stein in the huddle, and he was really giving them a fire and brimstone kind of speech. And they come out and they'll scratch and claw and get right back in it.
How do you stop that? That's our age-old question. 32 points for Scott Goldseth. I also saw Bill Usinski in that Spartans huddle, and he's a fiery young coach, too. Wilm out to Reinke now. Pirates try to set things up here. Inside to Lingen, over Goldseth, no good. Rebound Goldseth, they'll start the fast break. Johannesson to Gudmundsson in the lane, and he's blocked by Dean Lingen. Blado starts up court for the Pirates. He'll stop from about 15 and hit it. Reggie Blado now has 8 points, his first field goal of the half, and it's down to a 4-point lead again.
And I can just feel that Hankinson momentum again, just like they did last night against Carrington.
Uh-oh, here's Goldseth on the drive.
He's traveling. Yeah, traveling call. This is such a determined Pirate ball club, and when they want something, they go after it.
You bet. Bruce Stein shaking hands there with the job that Terry Wilm did in relief coming off the bench. And Edinburg will know they've been in a game when this is over, and so will Hankinson. It's been the game we've expected. Here's Goldseth starting the 4-on-2 break. Watch it happen. What a pass!
Wow, what a pass.
You don't teach that. You don't teach that. Eric Gudmundsson with the bucket. Oh, I can talk all night about Scott Goldseth. He puts on a clinic here. If you weren't familiar with him 2 days ago, you are now. Feedy is tripped up there, and that will go on Keith Gudmundsson, and if it is, I think that's his third foul. 1:47 to go in the quarter. And the thing that's amazing about this game, you look at what Scott Goldseth has done, 32 points, you might think his team is running away with the game, but Hankinson refuses to quit. They're only down 6 and a chance to cut it to 4 again.
And they get such balance out of their people. Blado, Reinke, Lingen, Feedy, Mauk, Lingen, Wilm, Meyer. They've all scored.
Sounds like a family reunion. Feedy hits the free throw. His first attempt of the night. Last night he was not in the scoring column, 0 for 3 from the field, and tonight he's chipped in with 5 points, and that's the kind of club they are. They've had, during the season, 8 different people lead them in scoring. He gets the second free throw as well. Substitution, Corey Johnson says, I want back in, and Corey Laxdal will sit out.
And the Pirates have that kind of club that can wear you down. Now, you see the full court pressure again, giving the Spartans some problems here.
And Edinburg has not used a lot of their bench. Corey Johnson is the only player to come off, and we'll see if that becomes a factor as the game progresses. Eric has it.
Now they're in that 2-3 zone, and they're trying to do a good job of fronting Goldseth underneath, but there he sets up a screen, and again, really, Goldseth helped set that play up. Getting the bucket was Eric Gudmundsson, but the screen provided by Goldseth.
Well, Eric Gudmundsson having a nice game. He's now in double figures with 10 points after only scoring 2 last night. A violation there, traveling with the basketball. And Edinburg has a chance to open up an 8-point lead. 1:16 to go in the third quarter. Semifinal action for the Bismarck Civic Center. Divide County is already into the state championship. They beat Glen Ullin 73-63. Keith Gudmundsson tries to force it in, but it's going to go out of bounds, and it will remain. The thing is, look at that, 4 Pirates on the floor, Tom.
Doesn't that just say it all?
Oh, my goodness. I'm not sure if they're playing Australian rules football half the time or basketball, the way they're diving after that ball.
I know we've used the word scrappy about 8,000 times, but For lack of a better word, I'll use it again.
Baseline is Johnson, and again, hustle on defense. Dean Lingen, there's a good look at him. He's the reason, well, one of the main reasons his club's in the state tournament. Freak play, Goldseth misses the easy tap in, but there is Corey Johnson to put it back up and in. Hankinson trailing by 8 as Reinke starts the action into the front court.
And they could really use a bucket here. We're down to the final 50 seconds. If they could get it within 6 at the end of 3, I think they're in pretty good shape, Raj.
Oh, nice pass underneath to Marr. Marr will get the hoop. What a pass by Jason Thiede. Down to half a minute. Well, there you see it on your screen. 54-48 Edinburg. Gudmundsson all the way to the hoop. Oh, that was nice. He's got 12.
And that really hurt Hankinson. They let him drive the paint there, and that's what really set up that play.
Well, we're seeing some great things out of Eric Gudmundsson tonight, too, quietly. It's hard for these guys to get noticed when you're playing with Goldseth, but there's some guys on this Spartans team that can play some ball, too. Marr is rejected by Goldseth. That's his 6th block shot tonight. Here's Johannesson. He'll stop, hit the easy bucket there, and Johannesson is in color. That will do it for the third quarter. Edinburg leads by 10. Hankinson Pirate fans trying to get their team going for the final 8 minutes. They trail by 10. Free throws could become important before it's over, and both teams are outstanding. Edinburg 13 of 14, 93%. Hankinson a perfect 8 for 8. 22 free throws, only 1 has been missed by either club.
That is some outstanding free throw shooting.
And another block shot for Scott
7.
Goldseth.
I got him unofficially for 7 block shots now.
Bruce Stein up off the bench on that call as the Spartans will get the ball. He did not like it one bit, and his club is in danger of falling down to double digits at 12, but they're already down 10, but it could get worse.
Oh,
and there's going to be a foul.
Thiede got caught reaching in there. And I know that Hankinson is frustrated there because I think they really felt that Goldseth caught him with the body down at this end. And then the Thiede contact was perhaps a little bit more incidental, but they whistle him nonetheless.
They pretty much didn't have a choice there as the man went down on that play. Here's Goldseth. Yep. He'll start on the baseline, and he'll be fouled by Scott Mount. And that is bad news for Hankinson. That is number 4 on Mr. Mount.
And they have Marr with 3 already, so some of the people underneath are causing all kinds of problems defensively. Let's take a look at it. There it is. There's the baseline move. Doesn't get it to fall that time, but again, he'll go back to the free throw line where he's been just deadly.
Some great quickness there as he headed for that baseline with the left hand. And Hauk, he used to coach the Twins or something. Anyway, Mauk will sit out. Coached the Tigers, of course, many years, but no need to talk about Ralph Hauk at the Class B basketball tournament. Scott Goldseth hits a free throw, and his club now 14 of 15 from the line. Goldseth with 33 points. Make it 34. He has not missed from the line tonight. He's a perfect 8 for 8. It is 12 points that the Spartans lead this one by, but it's now down to 9 because Chad Lingen gets the three-pointer. He now has 7, and Hankinson has cut the lead to single digits.
That's their first three-pointer, but they can take them. Now, I would guess you're going to see Reggie Blado popping a few of those, too, as the clock winds down. They have to get back in this thing, and that may be their only weapon down 9.
Well, Stein off that bench again. He wanted Wilm to grab that ball before it went out of bounds, but here's another hustle there, and they get the steal. So Wilm says, I'm going to redeem myself, coach, and he gets the big steal.
Well, this is a
Curly Neal here.
This is a team with plenty of determination, that's for sure.
Oh, Lingen almost got that one to fall, and Stein almost tried to put it in for him as he came off the bench, really trying to get his club back into this one, working hard against the Spartans.
I think he'd like to be out on the floor. You know, we saw them in practice a couple of days ago, and he sat out here from about 35 feet and nailed 3 in a row.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I know that. Chad Lingen will get the free one, and he'll put it in. Stay with us, folks. It's an 8-point game. I think you're being treated to some of the best basketball in the state without a question tonight. Lingen gets his own rebound off the miss. Baseline for Wilm. He'll try it. No good. Rebound Marr. He'll put it up in a crowd, and he'll draw the foul. Goldset will pick up number 3.
And that's just plain hustle in there. Look at the size that Marr is giving away. He's given away 3 inches. And what a leaper Goldset is anyway. Let's take a look at it again. This is the kind of ball Hankinson plays. Wilm puts up the shot. That one rims out of there. There's Marr just plain working hard, and he goes up and draws the foul.
Okay, Bill Yasensky wants to talk about it with 6:53 to go. We'll be right back. Marr will go to the free throw line, trying to bring his club to within 6 points. And with 6:53 to go, it's a long way from being over, Tom.
These free throws obviously very important. He only shoots 50% from the line, so they need some production, and this is a good time for him to get it.
Jason Marr now has 5 points. He was 2 of 2 from the line, though, last night, and he gets his first opportunity here tonight. Jim Olson was in that Hankinson huddle. What'd you find out?
Well, Coach Bruce Stein, the first thing he said to him when they came in there, he said, let's crank it up right now. And they're going to work hard against that 1-3-1 defense. They want to shoot the 12-footer because they say that's their bread and butter.
Well, meanwhile, Edinburg's bread and butter is Scott Goldseth. He just put in another bucket, made it look awfully easy. Here's Blado hitting from the corner. Reggie Blado now with 10 points. Here comes Scott Goldseth. He looks toward the hoop, drives the lane, and will get a foul on Jason Marr, and that's number 4 on Marr. Greg Stein was working the other huddle. Bill Yasensky had something to say. What was it?
That's right, Cody. Bill Yasensky was talking about that baseline jumper that Reggie Blado just hit. He says we can't let them hit the baseline jumpers. We got to overplay on defense, but on offense, when Hankinson puts out to that full court man-to-man press, they're going to set some screens and come to the ball. They want short passes and come to the ball. No turnovers.
Meanwhile, Scott Goldseth makes it 9 for 9 from the free throw line.
There's another problem, too, Raj. Marr just picked up his 4th foul, so they've got Malk and Marr both with 4.
Laxdal gets the offensive rebound, and it's a 9-point lead for the Spartans. Blado will try for 3, in and out. Rebound, Dean Lingen. Short, rebound, Goldseth. Goldseth ahead to Keith Goodmanson. He'll go to the hoop and get the bucket. Oh, what a pass.
Again, that outlet pass, he is just so doggone quick. And I don't know what Hankinson could do here. They're down 11. It's going to be tough.
Okay, Bruce Stein wants to talk about it. 5:59 to go. Stein was in the huddle of Edinburg. What'd you find out, Greg?
On defense right now, the Spartans are going to come out more on the backcourt. They're going to cause some turnovers and don't let them shoot those 3-pointers. On offense, they're going to take their time on offense and try to work it inside. They're not going to rush the 3-pointers, but try to work it inside on offense.
Well, they did get the turnover that time. Jim Olson was in Bruce Stein's huddle with Hankinson. What'd you find out, Jim?
Well, the Pirates head coach says we have to get back on D. We have to watch out for that transition bucket like they just got right there. They also want to pass it some more before they take a shot on offense, unlike that.
Well, it worked. They got a 3-pointer, the second one out of Chad Lingen. 11 points for him, 39 now for Scott Goldseth. What a player.
And like I said before, I think the 3-pointer is definitely what Hankinson has to go to now. Chad Lingen and Reggie Blado will be the people they'll be calling on, but it's getting late.
A 10-point lead for Edinburg, 5:20 to play. And a foul on Reggie Blado. A bonus situation.
No shot.
But we will shoot the bonus.
Yeah, apparently he figured it was before the shooting situation. But again, since they are in the bonus, he'll get the 1-and-1 situation.
Laxdal's been pretty quiet tonight, just 4 points. And last night he had a very strong game, coming in with 13 points. He misses the front end there, and Scott Malk clears. He's playing with 4 fouls. Long range, good! Chad Lingen's 3rd 3-pointer of the night. And his club pulls to within 7. Here's Goldseth, 2-on-1. A pass over to Laxdal, and he travels with the ball.
Yep, he just took a slight hesitation there and got caught shuffling the feet.
Again, the heads-up play of Goldseth, though, trying to get that ball over to him. And I think it was tipped just enough there to break the concentration. And anyway, it's a turnover, and here comes Hankinson with a chance to make it close. They want Chad Lingen to try his hot hand, but Spartans contesting him now. They're coming way out of that zone now to make sure they can eliminate the three-pointer. Mauk along the baseline. No good. Rebound, Johannesson. And they'll slow it down. No reason to hurry on their part. They lead at 69-62, 4:40 to play. There you see how the time remaining in this one. Tough shot for Johannesson. He won't get it, and Mauk clears for the Pirates. They can cut it to 5 this trip down the court, or maybe to 4 with a three-pointer.
The Pirates look a little bit tired at this point, but they're still casting away.
Oh, my goodness!
How about that Chad Lingen? He's got 4 of those now.
And he's made 3 in a row. He can feel it. This club likes to shoot from the outside. They trail by 4. We've got a game again. Goldset on the baseline.
You think it's Scott Goldset time?
Oh, you got to go to your bread and butter man, and he's the one right now. But Gudmundsson will try his luck. He won't get it. Hard for the boards. The jump ball, alternating possession, will belong to Edinburg. Bill Yusinski wants to talk to his kids. Boy, I can't say enough about both clubs. Edinburg impresses me because, sure, Scott Goldseth is their showcase, but they do get good performances out of their role players, like an Eric Gudmundsson tonight, who's come off out of the starting lineup after a quiet night last night. He's got 12 points. Keith Gudmundsson is doing a nice job with 9, but obviously Goldseth is the guy that makes his team go. And on the other side, Tom, what can you say about Hankinson? They don't know the meaning of that 4-letter word quit.
If I was Bill Yusinski, I would have to think, geez, when are we going to shake these guys? There's a good look at Bruce Stein huddled around his ball club there, and I think the Pirates are still definitely in it. They're only down 4 points. We've still got 4 minutes to go. And every time you think they're about ready to give up the ship, they find a new hero. Tonight it's been Chad Lingen with 4 3-pointers, 3 of them in the last minute here.
Well, he's got 17 points now, and you can't say enough about the guy. Every night, as you mentioned, new hero for Hankinson.
Well, last night it was Terry Wilm, and Dean Lingen got some key points, and Reggie Bladehouse. So he just count on a lot of people. And conversely, like you said, Edinburg counting on one big player, and yet he makes the other players on that club play that much better.
If those kids grow up and want to get in politics in Hankinson, it'll be tough to choose a mayor out of that group. Eric Gudmundsson will inbounds here to Johannesson. They work it around. This is a set play. They want to go inside to Goldseth, and he gets it. That is the man that makes it happen for him. He's got 41 points. Plato for 3. No good. Rebound. Out of bounds, and it will belong to Edinburg. They've got a 6-point lead, and when you've got Scott Goldseth and you've got the lead, you've got a lot of things going your way.
Well, I'm not surprised that Hankinson went to the 3-pointers. As I said early in the ball game, that was one thing Hillsborough was not used to doing. They'd only shot about 6 of them in their entire season. But this is a club in Hankinson that will put them up, and they'll make them, too.
Greg Stein, what did Bill Yusinski have to say during that last time out?
The Spartans are going to make a defensive switch. They're going to go to a 1-3-1 chaser, and they're going to stop that 3-point shot from the outside. Offensive-wise, they're going to slow it down. He keeps stressing, slow it down. We got some time here to blow. We're going to work it inside. But the 1-3-1 chaser on defense.
Interesting now, Scott Goldseth has picked up foul number 4, Tom. And how important is that with 3:25 to go?
That is enormously important because now he's really got to play it cool. And in fact, with 3:25 left, they are going to take him out. We'll see what kind of an effect that has on this ball club.
Well, that's where you see what kind of team you have as you take a good look at Scott on the bench with head coach Bill Yusinski. We'll find out how his teammates can handle the pressure without him in there. And even though they missed the free throw, it'll be Hankinson's ball out of bounds.
I think we could be in for a very interesting finish here with Goldseth out of the lineup. That's 41 points of 71.
And don't think Hankinson isn't aware that Goldseth's out of the game. That may be a real boost to their confidence. Reinke is fouled by Gudmundsson. Eric Gudmundsson in no foul trouble at all. I believe that's maybe just his first foul. It's his second, actually. I'd missed one.
And now we have to start thinking about free throw percentages. Pat Reinke goes to the line shooting 54%, which is not all that great. But on the other hand, you remember we talked about Maher. He's nailed a number of free throws, came in just shooting 50%. This is a gutsy club.
Well, they are 8 of 8 at last count from the line tonight. Make it 9 for 9. They must be 9 of 10. They did miss one just moments ago. But both clubs, I think, all night have missed 3 free throws. It's amazing.
And Reinke is now 3 for 3, going for 4.
He misses that one. The rebound saved by Gudmundsson, but that's going to go out of bounds. And Hankinson will have the ball, trailing by 5. A chance to cut it to 3, and if they could get a three-pointer, they're within a bucket, Tom. It's unbelievable.
There's a good look at one of the cheerleaders there.
Who is left in Hankinson this weekend?
Not too many.
Well, if you're home in Hankinson, you've got to be enjoying the way your club's coming back, and if you're sitting back in Edinburg, you've got to like what you're seeing out of your club, too. Hope you're enjoying the action. Here's Mouth. In and out.
Oh.
That uncommitted delegate just wouldn't go that time. And it's a 5-point lead for Edinburg. Under 3 minutes to play. Nice move by Gudmundsson to control it. Nice pass to Laxdal. Oh, that was pretty.
That was an outstanding pass by Eric Gudmundsson, and that was a real key bucket for them.
He has been their second most solid performer tonight. Mouth tries to get it inside to Lingen. A tie-up, scramble, and Mouth will regain control, but is now tipped, and a steal eventually by Edinburg, and now it's still loose on the floor, and Hankinson goes after it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, they're right in front of the bench, and the Spartans have it. And now Johansson will go for the layup, but there was a foul before the shot. 1-and-1 on Lingen. We've talked about scrambles. That was scrambled Pirates and Spartans.
Have you ever seen 10 kids on the floor give it their all any more than these 10 have just in the last couple of seconds? We'll take a look at the replay on this, and it might last a while, but it's worth watching.
Well, in the meantime, Johansson will go to the free throw line, as he has a very important 1-on-1 for his club. They're up by 7, 2:25 to go. And the senior is short on that shot. Rebound, tied up, will go to Hankinson.
Maybe we'll get a chance to look at that a bit later. 2:24 left, they're down 7. So again, I think you have to look for the three-pointer from probably Blado or Lingen, who has been red hot.
Lingen looks for Malk in the corner. Malk says, I'll try the 3, and he won't get it. Rebound Blado. He says, maybe that's my territory. He'll get inside to Malk. He'll try the shorter range, and he can't hit from there either. And here comes Laxdal ahead to Keith Gudmundsson. Johansson wanted the ball down low, but Keith Gudmundsson wisely slows it down with 2 minutes to play. And a foul on Chad Lingen.
Yeah, Chad Lingen, and Meyer is going to check back in here. He, of course, has 4 fouls. And that's going to do it for Mouth.
Actually, the foul went on Chad Lingen. Scott Mouth will go to the bench still with 4 fouls, so he could return late in this one. But Eric Gudmundsson, as you see, Bruce Stein says, I think we better talk some strategy here down 7. You talk about hustling teams. Maybe this is a good time to check out the action from that previous scramble not too long ago, Tom, because kids with a lot of heart showed it there.
Okay, I don't think I have to describe this. I don't think I can describe it.
How many different people touched the ball? There was at least 3.
There's 3.
There's 4, 5, 6.
We might have some repeats in there, but
yeah. I think nearly every player in the court touched that ball that time.
Oh, we're not done yet, Raj.
Oh, yeah, here we go. That is basketball. That is a backyard scrap, Tom.
Both these clubs just hustling like crazy. And I think in the last couple of minutes, one thing that we have found from this Edinburg Spartan club, they can win some basketball games without their big man in there. I thought when Hankinson got it down to 5 points and Gulseth picked up number 4, that Hankinson just might turn things around. But so far, they have not been able to cut it down. In fact, they now trail it by 7.
Well, Gulseth is a dominating player, no question, and he'll return at this point. But you don't rack up the scores and record that Edinburg did this season strictly on a one-man show, although he was quite an attraction. Well, this is Eric Gudmundsson going to the line, and he hits it calmly. He now has 13 points unofficially.
5 of those came from the free throw line. He shoots 72% from there.
Spartans have been dynamite from there tonight. I believe they've only missed 2.
Both clubs outstanding from the free throw line. It's been a real fun ball game.
Work is in the order for Hankinson as they trail it by 9 points. And going to the line will be Chad Lingen. And I know Bill Yusensky doesn't like to see the fouls there. I know they want to contest that three-pointer, but you hate to see Hankinson catch up if you're in the Edinburg camp. by going to the line. And meanwhile, Johannesson has picked up his 4th foul. Lingen gets the first one to go. Chad Lingen with 4 3-pointers tonight.
I've got him for 18 points right now, and he averages 9. That's the kind of production they get night after night. You just never know who's going to be the hero.
Well, they need a hero to emerge now because they're down 7 with 1:50 to go. Scott Goldseth has it at half court, and he finds Eric Gudmundsson. In time becoming a big enemy for the Hankinson Pirates. Gudmundsson down low to Laxdal. He'll go along the baseline. Oh, Laxdal with a couple of big buckets down the stretch. He now has 8, and it's looking mighty tough now for Hankinson as they trail it by 9.
That might have done it. I think getting the ball inside like that really hurts.
Dean Lingen, haven't heard from him in a while, and he can't hit anything on that shot. And the Spartans will get it into the front court. Hankinson really in a desperate situation. They'll have to go after him now. Goldseth starts along the baseline, pulls up and hits it. Is that guy unbelievable or not? 43 points unofficially now for Scott.
And did you notice he could have taken the shot from about 17, decided to get in a little bit closer, waste a little more time, and make the shot besides.
Bruce Stein is calling his troops over, and they are trailing by 11. And the Hankinson fans, I think, sense that this one might be over, but well, you talk about nothing to hang your heads about. This Hankinson club showed a lot of heart tonight.
They never gave up. And you're talking about 2 of the smallest schools in this tournament. Hankinson with an enrollment of 116, Edinburg 68. Both clubs have given it their all.
And on the other side, I think it's just a treat for the fans across the state to get a first-hand opportunity, or at least a second-hand opportunity, to see Scott Goldseth perform. He's tucked away there in Edinburg, a nice little community, plays some outstanding basketball, and now everyone's getting a chance to see just how great he is. Greg Stein, you were in Yusinski's huddle there, and I can imagine things were going pretty positively.
Right now, he's saying, great job, players. We got a minute left to go on this clock. We're going to slow it down. We're not going to dribble it all on offense. We're going to meet our passes, work the back door, and maybe a layup if possible, like Scott Goldseth did last time. On defense, just keep on the chaser out front.
Reinke can't hit, and here comes Goldseth ahead to Gudmundsson, and he'll slow it down. 45 seconds to play. And Edinburg, in their first state tournament appearance, looks to be definitely headed to the state championship to meet Divide County. Hankinson can't even get the foul committed right now. They do get the steal, though, and a foul on Corey Laxdal. 33 seconds to play. And if you're looking at Divide County's camp, you're thinking about Shane Molander. He has had some tough guys to play against in this tournament. He opens up against Kenmare's Pete Erickson in the first round. Tonight he gets a good look at Doug Gerving. And tomorrow night, he'll get a look at Scott Goldseth. 3 Mr. Basketball candidates that are unbelievable.
It just doesn't get any easier, does it? But I'll tell you what, I think Divide County probably matches up as well as anybody because they have some size and they have the good guard play. And I think we're in for an excellent title game tomorrow night.
There's that Hankinson hustle. It didn't pay off that time, but even with 29 seconds to go and down 11, kids are just playing their guts out. And both clubs have shown an awful lot here at the Civic Center tonight. 29 seconds to go. Edinburg finishing this one off. Johannesson with the ball. He's fouled by Malk, and that will do it for Scott Malk, who will leave the game with 10 points. And I know he's disappointed, but take a look at the kid. He says, I left nothing on the court, Coach. I'm disappointed, but I can't try any harder than that.
And that pretty well symbolizes this entire Hankinson Pirate club. A lot of folks figured they weren't even supposed to be here. Region 1 champions, and what a job Bruce Stein has done. This is his 7th year at Hankinson. That club does not leave anything out on that floor, I'll tell you.
Well, Bill Yusinski in his 4 years as head coach has really brought Edinburg around, too. People maybe wondered about their big scores coming into this tournament. Who did they play? Well, they played 2 pretty impressive ball clubs and have won very convincingly on both occasions.
I don't know if a lot of folks know this, but Yusinski also coaches football at Edinburg, and he's had a winning record there as well.
Well, a nice hand there for Johannesson as he leaves the ball game. And I don't know if Scott Goldseth will get an opportunity to get the big round of applause from the crowd, too, as Bill Yusinski looks down his bench here in the final 15 seconds. And Dean Lingen hits the free throw. He now has 11 points. One more try for Dean, and he'll not hit it. Corey Johnson gets the rebound, down to 10 seconds. Ball rolls out of bounds.
And look at those guys. We're talking about a club that is down 10 points with 12 seconds left, and they're still flying all along the floor.
Reggie Blado better check those knees after this one's over. Down to the final 10 seconds. Blado will try a three-pointer. No good. This time it's Steinke. Mara will try. Dean Lingen tips it in, but that will do it. Edinburg on their way to the state championship with a 79-71 win over Hankinson. It has been a lot of fun, Tom. We will be back with some post-game interviews in just a moment. Edinburg has advanced to the state championship with an 8-point win over Hankinson, and Greg Stein is with a very happy Bill Yusinski, and the star of the game, of course, Scott Goldseth. Greg?
It is a very happy winner's circle. I talked with Bill Yusinski last night in the winner's circle. We're back again after the semifinal win. Bill, you said last night your team really didn't play that well, even though you got the win. Well, rate your performance tonight.
Well, offensively we played well, but sometimes our defense was lacking. But you got to give Hankinson a lot of credit. Some of those three-point plays were from 25 feet out there, and finally we decided we got to put a chaser on that little 11 because he was lighting them up, and I think that was the key for us in the end.
You know, we talked about Goldseth's play last night, but tonight he really made a believer out of a lot of fans around here.
Scott's a winner, and so are the other kids. A lot of people were concerned about what our intensity would be like, our character would be like when we got in a close game, and I think the kids showed tonight that regardless of the situation, they got big hearts and they came ready to play.
Bill, first time at state, and you're in the title game. It's a storybook setting.
Yeah, it sure is. It's really exciting, and it's really a credit to the kids. I guess we told them before the tournament, we're not satisfied just to get here, Greg. We want to win the thing, and I think they showed that they're very enthusiastic and intense, and they want to go all the way.
Well, you got Divide County. I know they played that game beforehand. Did you get a chance to watch the Maroons, and what do you think about it?
Good team, and I guess they've been what it's like, and ball. They got a good hunch on us, I think, tomorrow night, and I think our defense has to play a little better than it did tonight.
Bill, congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Greg.
Coach Bill Yusinski of the Spartanburg. I should say Edinburg Spartans. Now we got the winner of the game here, Scott Goldseth. Scott, you had a heavy performance tonight, over 40. You made a lot of believers out of you tonight.
Yeah, I felt good shooting tonight, so just kept putting it up. You know, I knew it was going to go in. A lot of confidence.
We talked to you last night about the Hankinson Ball Club. We knew they were a scrappy bunch of kids. They never quit, did they?
No, they hustled all the time, all 32 minutes. They got to give them a lot of credit. They worked real hard out there.
Scott, I want you to watch the monitor right down here. We got you in action here. You must have felt good coming in again tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I was shooting fairly well in warm-up, so I just, once I got out there, shots went down, and I just kept shooting.
I know in the first half, what's your favorite shot on the floor you'd like to shoot? In the first half, you're nailing the baseline jumper all the time.
Yeah, baseline seems to be my shot, I guess. I don't know. That's I practice there and everything. So, and I'd like to say hi to all my brothers and sisters watching in Fergus Falls. So,
you deserve that, Scott. One more question before you go here. You got Divide County in the title game. What do you know about the Maroons?
Not much. I'm sure we'll, watch tape and get a scouting report tomorrow, and that's about all I know.
Well, good luck to you tomorrow night.
Yeah, thanks.
Scott Goldseth in the winner's circle. Now we're going to bring in the guard out there. Keith Goodman said, Keith, when you went in tonight, what did Coach Bill Yusinski say to your squad before you started?
He said they're not to let play Hillsborough, and they were picked to win the thing, and we can't let down because Hankinson was a good team, and we watched the film, and we seen that they were really good shooters, and we knew we had to watch the outside game, and they were really hustlers.
Well, hustlers, you guys are hustlers too. The inside play well tonight. Was that the strategy for the game?
Yeah, we like to get Scott the ball when it's a close game because he shoots the best percent on the team and everything, so I guess that was the strategy, yeah.
Keith, you come in here, you've never been at the state before, you're at the title game. It's a storybook setting for you guys.
Yeah, when we made it here, we weren't just going to be satisfied with just getting here because we knew we could win the thing if we played 3 good games, and we're peaking now. Too.
You're peaking at the right time. Keith, now you watch the monitor down there. Like Scott in action, got you in action. Almost on the fast break transition game.
Wow.
Pretty form, huh, Keith?
I think it's lucky. I don't know.
Well, you watched Divide Canal earlier tonight. What do you think about the Maroons?
Well, I don't know. They're really hustlers. They like to get up and down the floor. I'm glad because we just soon get up and down the floor too. So.